Welcome back, Truth Seeker. On CNN's front page today, Tuesday, January 31st, the death of Bob Ira Bourne, the father of Peeps, the marshmallow candies that become very popular in the time of Easter. And CNN is promoting this as a top headline today, but he died this past Sunday. And of course, Easter Sunday isn't too far away. In fact, he died exactly 70 days before Easter Sunday, and Peeps turned 70 years old this year. They debuted in 1953 in Pennsylvania, which I call the 53 state. And this past Sunday, where Pennsylvania advanced to Super Bowl 57, the 53rd Super Bowl of the modern era, the Pennsylvania team, the Eagles, advanced to that Super Bowl. So here's what stands out about CNN pushing the story today, which is 68 days before Easter. Again, if you learn Gematria, you will find out that Easter equals 68. So does the name Bob Bourne, which he went by. Again, he was born Ira Bourne, but he went by the name Bob Bourne. Easter and Bob Bourne, both 68, and you can see in the headlines from AP to CNN to the Philadelphia Inquirer, Father of Peeps, the emphasized phrase, Father of Peeps, also with Gematria of 68. Again, the difference is Easter and Bob Bourne both equal 68 when you use the alphabetic order. A is 1, B is 2, C is 3, up to Z is 26. Father of Peeps equals 68 when you use the alphabetic order with numerology. And again, if you're new here, this is Gematria, which comes from Kabbalah. Please look into the songs Gematria, the killing name, and also Murder by Numbers. I'm amazed how often I ask people to look into those lyrics if they're new here, and instead of doing that, they leave a question like, what is the point of knowing this? It's like, well, if you went and read the lyrics to the song which I referenced, then you would get it. They're songs about how people are killing by a code ritualistically, almost for fun. And those would be the same psychopaths that rule over us and torment us every day with the needless propaganda and fear that so many people subject themselves to because they can't see through what's really going on in this world and how corrupt the authority is. That includes the religious institutions, the government institutions, the media institutions. So, CNN pushes the news 68 days before Easter, which is par for the course. CNN is the most by-the-numbers news network there is. MSNBC and Fox aren't far behind. Either of the other major providers like ABS, CBS, did I say ABS, ABC, BBC, other news networks of the world, Canadian Broadcasting Company, they all operate by this code. It's just CNN, always on point. So again, you can see Peeps were introduced in 53, 70 years ago. Again, in Gematria, Pennsylvania equals 53. Like I was just saying, he died the day of the conference championships in the NFL. All these celebrity deaths in the news right now, right after the Super Bowl set, same thing every year. You'll see an onslaught of deaths whenever the Super Bowl rolls around. And again, the date numerology for his passing, 53. His birth name, Ira, has Gematria 53. Ira Bourne, his birth name, also equates to 49. So does his surname Bourne, 49. And again, Easter this year is on April 9th, 4-9. You could also write the date 9-4. If you run the alphabetic order in reverse, Easter equals 94. Keep in mind we are in the year of the rabbit. Easter, Easter bunny, Peeps candies. The Easter version are rabbits. I've been amazed since I was a child that anybody eats Peeps. If I ever need to make myself puke, just hand me a Peep. Also, for the record, in Gematria, Peeps, forwards and backwards, 6174, like cross, like Jesus, like Christian. Again, they're super popular at the Easter time. And as we've talked about so many times before, Easter Bunny has the same Gematria as Jesuit order. If you're new here, just to show you the four base ciphers, alphabetic order, forwards and backwards with numerology. Notice Easter, it equals 68 and 94 like we just discussed. 68, 94. It also equals 23 when you use numerology. Think about how we are in 2023. And again, the year of the rabbit, and the founder of this very notable candy, highly associated with the holiday, dead in a perfect ritual. And again, nobody's going to question the death of a 98-year-old. They're going to say, man, what a blessed life to live to 98. But again, when was the last time anybody saw Bob born? Do we know that he really died this past Sunday? Again, if he did, how perfect. 70 days before Easter, and the year the candy turns 70 years old. And then again, CNN's pushing the story of 68 days before the holiday. Again, people always come here and say, what is the point of knowing this? The point of knowing this is to understand what's going on in this world, who's running it. For the record, Catholicism equals 68, like mathematics, like solar system. You know, go down to Oklahoma City, where you had the Oklahoma City bombing just before Easter, and the Catholic Church across the street erected the statue, "And Jesus Wept." And Jesus wept, to remember the tragedy with the 68. And notice how terror is also 68. And again, the first counterterrorism legislation passed in the nation's history on the Oklahoma City governor's birthday, which was on the 41st day of the year, February 10th, exactly 68 days before the bombing that was synced up with Easter. You know, again, there's a lot more to say about all of this. Don't forget, Timothy McVeigh was born in 68, and they had his trial in Denver, which is 68 and 94, like terror. And on and on and on. The Jesuit Catholic fingerprints all over that as well. Again, just like how that bombing happened on the day in history that Ignatius of Loyola became the first superior general of the Jesuits. And again, if you wonder who gives us all these characters, like Santa reshuffling a Satan for Christmas, and Easter Bunny, again, 144, 153, just like Jesuit order. Remember, if you add the first 144 decimal points of pi, it equals 666. Santa Claus is 666 in Sumerian gematria. Again, it's the same satanic Catholic Church. If you're new here, you should look more into the work. You can find how the Church of Satan was set up in a huge Catholic ritual, and the founder of the Church of Satan died in a huge Jesuit ritual. So anyway, I think we hit all the main points here. R.I.P. to Bob Bourne, Ira Bourne, and who knows? He might have lived to be 100 and who knows how many years old. Till next time.